Morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So yesterday I was crafting with a friend, and I made this little box and used Cricut Joy to cut out the bunny, and I wanted to make show y'all how to make the box. And then I was going to go ahead and decorate with the joy. So let me get my chat pulled up first. And I'm sorry about the orientation, but YouTube is dead set on making us go vertical. And it's giving me a hard time to get my thing set up. So today I'm just going to try the vertical and see how that goes. Oh, I didn't bring my phone holder. Hold on a minute, y'all. While I'm waiting for some people to come in, I'll get my phone holder and drop things. And I want to get some of this crafting done before the heat comes up. It's crazy. At night we have 30s, and during the day we're in the 80s. It's insane. But, all right, so hopefully I'll be able to see the chat on this. Let's see. I don't really like this orientation. Will it let me choose live chat or not? No. Okay. All right, well, so first I'm going to start with, I'm going to make this box. You don't need a joy to make the box. You need a scoreboard and a hexagon die or some really good brains. I had the prior. Okay, so let's put this aside for a minute. Let's get my instructions out for myself so I can show you guys what I'm doing. So I don't know if I'm going to get to see them or not, but I have 2 step-granddaughters, and so I want to make little Easter things in case they come by for Easter. And then I'll have a little something for them when they get here. But first I'm going to take a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. I'm going to get my trimmer real quick. And I'm going to trim this little edge right here off. It's perforated, but because it's like Michael's paper, the perforation doesn't work that great. So I'm just going to use my trimmer to get that off of there. Get that out of there. All right. Then we're going to pull out our scoreboard. And I guess I need to turn on Do Not Disturb so things quit coming up in here. Okay. All right, so we're going to get our scoreboard. And it's probably simple to me, complicated to others, because that's how some of the stuff is to me. But so first I'm going to do is, I wrote it, I'm going to score at 1.5, 5, 7, and 10.5, all the way through. So I'm going to go 1.5. And I just came up with this yesterday while I was hanging out with my friend Melissa. I got this bright idea. So there's 1.5, 5, 7, and 10.5. And I wanted to let y'all know, it looks like I'm holding this at, but I'm putting it down at an angle because I don't want to rip my paper, so I don't want the point to go into my paper. So, all right. Then I'm going to rotate it. Hopefully I wrote my instructions down good. You know how I am with instructions, writing instructions. Not usually the best at it, but... All right, I didn't cut that somehow I didn't cut that end straight. So we're going to do it on this end because it's straighter. All right, then I'm going to score it at 3.5. I'm going to go to 3.5 all the way through. And 8.5 all the way through. And you'll see what I mean by all the way through in a minute. 8.5 all the way through. Okay. Then I'm going to rotate it again and go back to the way I was. Okay. And then I'm going to come into 4.5. Right here at 4.5. And I'm going to score it to the first score line there. So 4.5 to that score line. I'm not going all the way through. And then I'm going to do it at the 7.5 to the first score line. And then I'm going to do that on the same side down here, down at the bottom. So let me rotate it around so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So on the parallel side, so that means parallel side. Let's put this in our thing here. And we're going to do it at 4.5 to the first line. And then we're going to do it at 7.5 to the first line. And I wish you guys could see this better. I don't know, do I need to zoom out a little? I don't want to zoom out too much. But I want y'all to see what I'm doing. Alright. Let me zoom out a little because you guys can't see this very good. Oh, not that much. I don't want y'all to see the entire mess. There we go. Now you can see the entire page. Maybe. I'm waiting for it to catch up over there. I don't know if you guys can see everything or not. I think so. I think you can see good enough. Sorry for the mess up here, but it's a working craft table. All right. I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to go over this so you guys can get the idea. Where did the pencil go? Where did the pencil go, Linda? So you guys get the idea what the lines look like. All right. So we've got a line here. Oh, don't do that. I'm not doing that because I'm just writing all over my thing now. All right. We're going to take the scoreboard out because we don't need it. And what we're going to do is this little half line here to this first line, these first two little boxes, we don't need those. We're going to get rid of them. Then we're going to come over here and go, these two little boxes on this end, we don't need those. Flip it around, parallel, and the same thing. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need that, and we don't need that. So we're going to cut all that away. But what we're also going to do is we're going to angle these, because these are going to be flaps. These two little sides here, they're going to be little flaps. So we're going to go just like this. And we're going to flip it around like that. And this is going to be a flap also. Well, not that big. More like that. So let's cut that away. Let's cut that away. And I'm going to use my big scissors because, well, I'm cutting big areas. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and I'm going to cut this line right here. All the way to that score line right there. See that? And I'm going to come in right here. And I'm going to cut it just like so. And then I'm going to angle that. And while I'm there, I'm angling it while I'm there. Then I'm going to come in, because I find it easier to do the big long lines first. Just on that score line, all the way to there. Okay, I'm spinning. Why am I spinning? Am I frozen? Okay, I'm not spinning anymore. I was spinning, guys. Oh, it made me dizzy. No, jerk. Alright, we're going to do that. And then we're going to cut our angles. And I'm just going to come in and angle that. Oops, I want it to go all the way to the thingamajigger. The reason we're doing this is because we don't want a lot of bulk right there. Because I'm using thick cardstock, semi-thick cardstock. I think it's like 80 pound, 65, 80 pound. Anyway, now I'm going to do that on the same opposite side. I'm going to do the same cut on the opposite side. So I'm going to come in here. And I'm going to go just like, yes. And we will get, the title says using the Cricut Joy. We will get to the Cricut Joy, but first we're going to make the box. Make that angle. And from that score line, we're going to make a little angle. Because we're just making flaps. Alright. Then we're going to come along here. And if you come in and start chit-chatting, we're not going to be able to chit-chat once I start using the Joy. Because I won't be able to see the chat because I'll have to use that other device to work the Joy. So just put your questions in the comment section there, and as soon as I can see them, then I will answer them if you have any. If you have any questions. This is really quite simple. If you have the tools, it's simple. Alright, and then we're just going to angle this. Okay. And then we're going to take all of our little pieces and we're going to put them to the side because we can do die cuts and things with all these. Let's get all this out of the way. Alright, we're going to start folding our score lines. Let's get our bone folder. I don't know why they call. I think these were originally made from bone, and that's why they were called bone folders. Otherwise, I have no idea why they're called bone folders. Alright, so we got these folded like that. Flip it around, do the same thing on the other side. You know, since my big Cricut died, I have been wanting to do projects with the Cricut, and I'm not the big and I'm like, I can't make big projects. I don't have a big Cricut anymore. I'm withdrawing from my big Cricut. You know, usually I'm making Easter things, and, you know, at Christmas I couldn't make my Christmas lanterns and all. Well, I'm like, I can do stuff and use my Cricut Joy. I just got to use my brain somehow, make it work somehow. We're going to fold that in. We're going to fold these little flaps in. I hope I'm not doing this so fast that you can't keep up, but I don't want this to be for the people watching the replay. I don't want it to be too boring and lagging and long. You know, so, I mean, it's going to be long when I start piecing things together and stuff, so hopefully you got your coffee and you're settled in and you're enjoying, or you're at your craft table crafting along. That's my goal, is really to have you at your craft table crafting along with me. Okay, we're crafting at the same time, just a bunch of little crafting bees out here. All right, so now I got everything scored up, right? Now what I need is my hexagon dies. And the dies I'm using are Cricut Creation Stitch Hexagon dies. And I'm going to use this big one. And then this one on this side over here. So they'll be like this. And we'll make a frame with them. And I'll show you why. You'll find out why in just a minute. Let's set this piece aside. And let's get a piece of cardstock. Cut this out. And then line that up dead in the middle. This is going to make 2 handles. Well, it's going to make 1 handle. I need a second sheet to make 2 handles. Hold on. I got to get a second sheet, but we have to tape these down. I better just get a new... There we go. Just tape them down like that. And let's get us a second sheet to go behind that. Yeah, let's put it on this one because that way I can just fold that in half and then I can get 2 out of it. Just fold this in half. And I could just put this on a scoreboard and score it, but I'm not worried about all that. So, alright. Now, back to what I was doing. Just cut these 2 out. That'll give me 2 frames. These are going to be our handles for our basket. See? They're going to be our handles. The other piece that we did was our, I'm sorry for this mess, guys. But I need all this stuff for this. I need it all out. Let's move this up here because I need to use my die cut machine. Is it? Yes, it is turned on. Where's the thingamajigger? Where's that thingamajigger? I need my magic mat and my plate. Alright. I need that marker right this second. Alright, so we're going to put that like that. And we're going to send that through our die cut machine and cut us out 2 hexagon frames, which are going to be our handles. And then we got to make sure that's out of the way, and because we got to use our joy, but it's got to be over here. Okay. So, recap, this is what we're making. Well, we may do a chicken instead of a bunny. I think the bunny might be a little too... Go up there. All right, so what this has given us is 2 handles and pockets for our basket by cutting out these hexagons. Let's put them back on their thingy so I don't lose them. Put them right back here. So if you come into the balcony, it'd be nice if you said hi. If you're saying hi and I don't see it, I'm sorry. I'm not used to this orientation of live. If you don't want to speak, that's fine too. I get it. Sometimes people just want to hang out in the balcony and watch and just be an observer. It's okay. But it would help the algorithm if you're watching the replay and you would say hello. Alright, let's get rid of this piece. And let's bring this piece back in. So now we got all of our little pieces like this, right? Let's glue this box, make the box base. Boy, the lag is real. I'm still on the hexagon in the video I'm watching, but I'm on the gluing part now. Alright, so I'm going to put some glue I'm going to fold these backwards first. I'm going to fold them backwards just to get them out of my way. And I'm going to, you know, I didn't even think about what pattern paper am I going to use. I'll probably use some glitter looking paper by Cricut Creation since I have it close at hand. Alright, and then I'm going to put glue on this side too because I'm going to do this the easiest way I can. Quickest and easiest. The joy, when we get to the joy cutting, that's going to be like long and tedious, so I hope y'all are in for that. Okay, so we're going to fold this up like this. And we're going to make sure it lines up to this score line right here. We're going to glue it down just like that. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing. Bring this one like that. Make sure they line up. And then I'm going to put some glue right here on this flap because I'm going to fold this flap right over that. And that's going to make our top a little sturdier where the handle's going to be. And then that's going to also help us make sure that these are in the corners the way they're supposed to be. So we're going to flip it over and we're just going to lay it down just like this. Line them sides up. Push that down. Line our side up. And push it down because we already had the glue on there. And then we're going to glue this flap in. Glue, 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 glue. And then fold that flap in. And voila, we have a box. We have a little box, right? It's a cute little box, but it ain't nothing special. Well, now we're going to take these hexagon frames, right? Easiest way to make a handle I could think of. And we're just going to fold these over. We're going to match our corners together right here. Right? And this is going to make them sturdy because they're going to be doubled up. And we're just going to fold that down like that. And fold that down like that. And we're going to do that to this one. Bring them up. Line up the edges here. And then we're going to glue these together to make them good and solid. Let's lay that down like that. There's one handle. It's kind of like a briefcase style box, really, like a tote bag or something. That's kind of what my brain was thinking was a little tote bag. But, alright. I'm just going to go with this. Now, if you don't have a joy, you have die cuts, you can decorate these any way you want, any way you see fit. Alright, so here's our two handles. We got our box and we got our handles. Now we're just going to put some glue on these right here. It's like that. However deep you want. However, think about a little kid's hand that would go in there to pick it up. And you're just going to lay this just like that. And I'm going to line it up on my grid here so I can get it straight. That looks straight. It's not straight. Is that straight? Yeah, it's straight. Okay. I'm just going to push them down. Now, if you wanted to be really, like, ingenious, you could always put slits in this and then slip this in through and then glue it up. But I'm trying to do this simple so that little hands or people with dexterity issues can do this also. because I have dexterity issues and I can do it, so I'm hoping other people can too. All right, we're going to put some glue on the edges of these. So what is the temperatures where you're at? Leave me a comment. Let me know. All right, and we're going to put our box on a line, make it straight. We're going to try to do the same thing with this. That looks about straight. Looks about even. Sorry if my hair just got in there. I didn't mean for that. And now we have made a box. But we just have a plain box. So we need to cut some pattern paper, decorate it. Do you remember these little hexagons that came out of here? They're going to be our pockets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my trimmer. You can use scissors or ruler, scissors, however you want to do it. And I'm going to take these and I'm going to take the points and I'm going to line them up right on the edge of my thing here. And I'm just going to cut this right in half. And that's going to give us 2 pockets. One for each side of... And then we're going to get some pattern papers. Let's see. I'm going to try to find something that I have more than one sheet of. And maybe we won't use... Where's the glitter paper? I'm looking for the glitter paper that I have. Because I think I have doubles of those. These are by Cricut Creation. They're a couple of years old. I'm assuming they would still have them. So let's see. If I have 2, I need 2 of the same. I would like to have 2 of the same, which, here we go. Here's 2 of the same. And then let's see what other color goes with it, because I may need... All right, one more sheet. We'll use that one for the sides, if I need them. Let's put this paper right there. Alrighty. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my trimmer. Give me my trimmer back. Get your trimmer back up here, Linda. Put your lid on your glue so it doesn't get all dried out. Alright, so we're going to take these that are the same. And we're going to... Okay, so the pattern for the front and the back, we need 2 4 by 3/4 by 3 1/4 pieces. So we're going to cut this down to 4 3/4. So we got 4, 1, 2, 3/4. 4 3/4 by 3 1/4. I'm going to rotate it and then go 3 1/4. And we're going to do the same thing with this one. We'll cut this down to 4 3/4. 1, 2, 3. By 3 1/4. So 3 1/4. All right. We didn't need that third sheet. So now we got these 2. This is for the front and the back panels. So I'm going to set them in my box until I'm done with all my cutting. All right. And for the sides, we need 3 1/4 by 1 3/4. So I'm going to take this big long one. I'm going to go. Actually, I think I needed it smaller than that. But let's try it. 3 1/4. And it's not 1 1/4, it's 1 3/4. So 3 1/4 by 1 3/4. So we got 1, 2, 3, 3/4. And that should fit our side. But I'm thinking that's the exact size. Nope, that's perfect with a little matting. I wrote down the correct size, guys. Yay. All right. And we're going to cut the other one at the same thing. So 3 1/4, 3 1/4. I moved it. 3 1/4, Linda. By 1 3/4. 1 and 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now, you could take your pattern paper and cut out hexagons. You can take whatever and do your hexagon shapes. But I am going to go the easy, lazy route for our pockets. Does any of this fit this? No. So I need another sheet of cardstock. And I want my pockets to be this blue. So I'm just going to take these and I'm going to glue it down on here and then I'm going to trim around it. No, wrong. Wrong. Because this has to go on top of this. But I am going to use this to give me that pocket there. So I'm just going to take my scissors here. I'm just going to line this up. I mean, you could always get the smaller hexagon to make it so you get a white border, but I'm doing this the easy peasy way right now. It's just a lot easier just to do this. And then line it up just like that. And then glue on top of here. And do that for both sides. I'm just going to line that up just like that. Where'd that other half a hexagon go? Here it is. Here it is. Now we're just going to line this up right here. Actually, we'll do it like this time. And then we're just going to come in and go just like this. And just like that. There we go. Now you can trim that up if you wanted to. And then we're going to glue this to the side. And these are going to be our pockets. All right. Let's put our patterns on. I want to finish this whole box before I do the ephemera. That way, some people aren't going to want to sit. They're going to want to see how it all turned, the box itself turned out, but they're not going to want to sit and watch me piece together die pieces and all. So, all right. So let's take this. I want the purple at the bottom. So I'm going to glue, and I could have rounded the edges if I wanted to. You know, there's all kinds of things. You can cut out designs. There's all kinds of ways you can do this. When I show you guys these things, I'm pretty much showing you basic stuff. So that way anybody who wanted to can do it. Try to line that up straight before I push it down. And then push that down on there. Let's put a pocket on. Oh wait, before we do the pocket, you know what? Because I didn't do the die on this one, it doesn't have stitch lines. Let's see if we can take, where is it? Maybe not. I can't find. I don't think this one will show up. I think that's too light of a color. And that's too gold of a color. Where is my other acrylic marker? Here we go. This should show up. And just put some stitch lines on it. This is glossy paper, so it's like it's not even showing up on there. But just an idea. Guys, give yourself a little stitch line for decorations if you wanted. It's not really showing up on here though, because it kind of is blending in. Well, maybe it is a little. Go over it again. Not really. It's not really showing up. I wonder if it would have showed up on this better. Maybe. Anyway. So we're going to put glue only on 3 sides. So we're going to put glue right here. Right here. And right here. And that's going to give us a little pocket to slide stuff in. We're just going to set that right about there. That looks good. And so we have a pocket. Okay, these are my sides. So let's put this one on. We have purple at the bottom. Come on in, have a seat, grab some coffee, craft with me. Hey, that rhymed, guys. That rhymed. Line this up. Try to make it straight and even. Yep, good enough. Glue it down. Do our little pocket. I'm not going to do the stitch lines on this one because it doesn't show up. So we're going to put glue just on the 3 sides. We're going to get into the Cricut Joy Fun here in a minute. And then we're going to put this on here just like that. Maybe the stitching should be done in black. Black will show up better. All right, and then let's put our color on the sides. Wait. Is that our sides? I guess so. I thought I did multicolors for the sides, but I guess not. No. I guess I didn't do a multicolor, but anyway. I want the pink and the purple side showing. I don't like this vertical filming. It's hard for me to remember where I need to stay. Okay, let me line this up. Line it up, line it up, line it up. Here we go. Flip it over. When I'm done with the video, I will add the measurements and everything. Oh, I'll try to add the measurements. I don't know how. I guess I'll just write down the instructions that I wrote for myself. Because if I can understand it, then other people should be able to. All right, let's glue this side down. And our box, aside from our added ephemera, which we're going to use the Cricut Joy for all that fun stuff, will be done. There's our box. So there we go. We have made a little handy dandy basket box. Okay, that's not, hold on, put that down. Push that down. Now we need things to go on it. So that's how to make the box part. And depending on the paper that you use will decide on the look of it. I think this one needs some yellow, and I think it needs a chick. Or some Easter eggs or something. So, let's open up our Cricut Design Space on our phones. Or whatever you're using to use your Joy, to do your Joy with. Let's put our box up here. And I'm not going to, from this point on, I won't be able to see if anybody chit-chats. So, bear with me on that. All right, let's open up Cricut Design Space. Let's move all this stuff out of the way because we're going to need a little bit of space here. While that's opening, oh, our little chicken would look cute in there, huh? Did I glue the wrong side? No. Look. See, that's what it would look like with a chicken on it. I'm not putting the chicken, though. I want to put like a yellow chick. All right, let's move this stuff out of the way. All right, we got our standard grip mat. And this is where the tedious fun begins. I'm going to move all these markers out of the way for now. Because I need space to do this. Uh-oh. Where'd that go? It fell. Where'd it go? Oh, no. I want that color for... Okay, there it is. All right. So, I'm going to go to my stuff. I'm going to go to projects because I already have them picked out, the ones I want. And I'm going to do this, pick this one. And now I'm going to say customize because I only want to make, replace. Only want to make one thing because it's going to take us a while to make the one thing. And it's going to be tedious, but we're going to make this one. So, you know what? We're going to open up our layers. And we're going to select the Easter chick. That's the one we want to make. So we're going to scroll up. I hope you guys can see this. We're going to click on chicken. We're going to come to the side here where this little eyeball is. Get that out of there. See, we chose chicken. It's that little walking chicken. But the eyeball, because we're not cutting it right now, so we're going to turn the eyeball off. See how it disappeared on our screen? It's still in the file. It didn't delete it or anything. It just hid it so that the Cricut won't attempt to cut it when you're choosing to cut just one of the others. So now let's get the other chicken egg. So we're going to take chicken girl and we're going to click on it and we're going to make the eyeball disappear also. So now the only one we have on our screen is this one. I don't know why this is not letting me. There we go. Gotta use your thumb, Linda. Alright. Now, we're gonna bring our joy in. Can you see? Did you see? I can't see what y'all can see. It almost looks frozen. Is it frozen? Let's open up chat, make sure it's not frozen. Oh, that lag is way behind. Way behind. It's hard for me to be able to keep up with my video when this is so far behind. Wow. Alright. Open that one back up. So I got my joy out. I gotta plug it in. Plug it in, plug it in. I'm gonna open it up. I don't have a brayer, so I'm gonna use this to make sure my paper's stuck down good. And here's the thing. I'm going to cut everything in white, and then I'm going to color it all. Because I might have the sizes of those colors. Let's see. Let's see. The paper needs to be 4.5 by 6.5 at the biggest we can cut. But we're not really going to need all that. Let's see. We have some pink right here that we should be able to use. Some more pink. We have some green. Do we have yellow? No, I'm going to have to cut the yellow. I don't have any yellow sitting right here. That's okay. We can cut the yellow with the white. Unless over here I have it. Let's see. And is this a darker pink? This is a darker pink in case it requires it. So, alright. So we got 3 different shades of cardstock here. 3 different thicknesses. This is like pink and Maine. Nice and thick. I think this is pink and Maine. I could be wrong. It could be Concord and Ninth. I know for a fact this dark pink is pink and Maine. And this light one is Cricut cardstock. And I'm going to need some white for all the white pieces. Or in the yellow pieces, because I'm going to have to color the yellows. Alright. Let's take this off our mat. And then let's click make it. Make it. I always get anxiety about this. Alright, so the first, you can check and see to make sure, see how many mats, how many things of paper. So I'm going to need 1, 2 whites, 1 dark pink. So I'm going to need a 3rd white so I can do the yellows. So I need 1 light pink, 1 dark pink, and I need a black. And a darker, a gray and a black. And an orange. I don't have all those, so I'm going to need some whites. But we can start with the whites that we have. So we're going to come down here where it says next, and we're going to go next. And we're going to put our white on here. And then look on your screen here, and you see, you can tell where it's going to end. So you need it to be at least 5.5 in height and at least 4 in width. So let's see if our paper is that. It is. So it's exactly 4.5 by 5.5. And then I'm just going to take this and just push that down like I would with a brayer. I don't have a brayer. And because I get anxiety and don't trust that it's not going to move on me, because these mats lose their stickiness so easy. So I'm just going to tape this just like this right here with some washi tape. And then I'm going to do the top part too. I'm going to get a new piece of washi tape. What did I do with the washi tape? I don't know. We'll use mint tape for that top part, because washi tape or mint tape, the thing will cut right through it. It shouldn't interfere with your design. But let's tape that down pretty good. All right, that should hold. That should be good. All right, go next. We click next. It's saying connect to the Joy. Yes, connect. It's turned on, so it should connect. The light lit up on this. I don't know if you can see my Joy. I don't know if you can see it. The light got brighter. Now, the material is just choose your material. I'm going to choose medium cardstock. And then you see that light flashing? That tells me it's time to load into my Joy here. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to load. Oh, this is where I get anxious, because if the paper moves or anything like that, it's going to mess up everything. And I am not used to this thing just taking it and going like that. It's like I'm used to having to press that button to load it. All right, it's telling us to go. Ready? We're going to cut. Go. Did I press it good? There we go. Preparing and cutting, preparing and cutting. I don't know if you can, I hope you can see that. It's cutting. My paper's not moving so far. Fingers crossed. This duck is going to be adorable if we can get him cut out. Everything cut out in good piece here. Alright, we're going to unload. I'm going to move our Joy back. I wanted y'all to see that. That's why I brought it up there. There's that washi tape now that I'm not looking for it. Alright, we're going to pull off the tape. Get it out of the way. Now, if you notice, see it cut right through the tape. But that's okay. I'd rather it did that than the paper move on me. Alright, and I'm going to take my mat and I'm going to go upside down with it. And take out these little pieces right here. These are for the eyes. They're going to be so daggum cute. I don't know why they're both shaped the same, but whatever. Okay. Alright. That will be a good scrap paper for sentiments and things later, but there's our base for our duck. Alright, now we need another sheet of white. This one here, we have exactly 4.5 by 6.5. This is one I cut yesterday for this. Let's use this tool just to make sure it's stuck down good. Since I don't have a brayer, if you have a brayer, just bray it. I have a huge brayer, but I don't want to use the huge brayer. So, okay. Tape, because I just want to be sure that it's held down good. Tape it down. Tape it down, tape it down. There we go. Just for added support, because it makes me nervous. All right, let's check our material. We're going to click on that. Move that out of the way. We don't want heavy cardstock. So let's, all materials. I don't want insert card. Go back. All materials. Medium cardstock. There we go. That's what I want. Light is flashing. And we're going to load it. This time I'm not pulling the joy over. Well, yes, I will. We'll bring it over. All right. And in we go. Fingers crossed there's no issues with this one. Oh, look. Get my duck out of there. I don't want that in there. All right. Now we got to press go. Go. Go, 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 go. And keep an eye on your paper and stuff. Make sure it's not moving. Guys, they have a cute Easter Highland cow. But there's a lot of pieces to that. All right, we're going to unload. Move our joy out of the way. Take off the tape. Take off the tape that's stuck to the thing that got cut. Then we're going to flip this over. All right. Now these are our whites that are supposed to be white. Let's move that over to the side here because you never know. If we need just a little something, I could always just use that. All right, so here we go. We got our little ducky here. Trying to make sure they're all in the correct orientation. I don't know where these pieces go, guys. This is going to be the fun part, is trying to figure all this out. I don't know if that goes to his head or not. I don't know where this goes. We're going to have to figure that one out. Wow. This is going to be tricky putting together because I don't know. All right. I want the bright pink because this is for the shell. And I'm going to use heavy cardstock. So I'm going to cut this paper. Move my mat so I'm not making my sticky less sticky. See, this is why I wish it was horizontal, because then you can see everything for sure. We're going to cut it down to 4.5. And we're going to put this on our mat. And then you guys know the routine by now, and then we're going to tape it. You can tape it on all 4 sides if you want, but as long as this mat is holding, I shouldn't have to. All right. We want the heavy cardstock. And this is more than 100 pounds, so I'm going to go, see where it says pressure? I'm going to click on the pressure, and I'm going to click more. Because I want to make sure it gets through this thick cardstock. All right. My light's flashing. It's telling me to load it. So now we're going to load. Load him, load him, load him. Oh, please don't move. It looks like it might be like... Oh, please don't move. That cardstock looks like it might not be stuck down that great. Fingers crossed there's no issues. Go. I might have my finger near the pause button in case that paper moves. And this is cutting out the the egg shell for the bottom of the duck. Which he's probably too big for my basket now that I'm looking at him. And he's going to cover the pocket. Huh. Well, you didn't think that went through all the way, Linda, did you? Yeah, so what happens here is when it's a heavier cardstock, it does multiple passes. And I'm watching now to see if any pieces start coming up. Because to me, it looks like it's cut all the way through already. I was right. It is cut all the way through. Okay, unload. All right. Take off our tape. Now we got the yellow pieces, but I didn't pull out any yellow. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. Is we're going to cut them with white. There's our shell. For the egg. Let me get this off my mat. I don't know. Those are just little cutout pieces for the design. It's just like so garbage scraps are these little things. It's not part of the thing. And then we need white for the yellow pieces. These are for the feet and the beak. And so I'm going to get me a sheet of paper here and I'm going to cut it down. My workspace ain't big enough for all this right now. Not with all this on here. This is why I don't do the joy a whole lot, because I need more space. Alright, so I'm going to cut this down to 4.5. And I'm going to do a couple of them because we're going to need a couple of them because I don't have the orange and all that. Alright, 4.5. And then we're going to cut it down to 6.5. And we're going to cut this one the same way, 6.5. Because that's the size of our mat, 4.5 by 6.5. So I know that these two are the exact size of the mat. But then I got all these scraps here that I can use also for different colors that we didn't pull out, that I didn't pull out. All right, let's get our mat back. And let's go back and change all materials. Go back to medium cardstock. And this one doesn't need a full page, so we're just going to do this one this way. So we're going to go 4.5. Now you could color it first, but I think it'll be, once you do the, die cut it first and then do the coloring. Let's put these little pieces on here so we don't lose them. All right, tape our tape it down. I may need a new piece of tape. These tapes might be losing their stickies. All right. All right. The light's flashing. Bring this back up here where we can reach it. And feed it in. Okay, I don't like the way that looks crunchy-fied. Okay. All right, and this is the piece we're cutting, and say go. And it's cutting out the feet and the beak. The hands, the feet, and the beak, and we'll have to color them because... So, let's see. What I'm thinking about, let's pull out the citrus blend, and we can color those. Or no, we'll ink blend them with mustard seed. That'll be a nice bright yellow. All right, unload it. Yeah, we'll ink blend those with mustard seed. Next color is green. Check my chat, see if anybody came in and chit-chatting with us. Let's open that up real quick and look. Oh, good morning. Echo, right? Okay. All right, I can't see the chat while I'm doing this, but I did check in and say good morning. So, all right, let's go back to our design space here. As soon as I'm done cutting everything, then I'll be in the chat. So, let's turn this over because it'll just be easier to do it that way. Your little pieces off. So we got a little foot. I think this, actually, I think that's a hand or something. I don't know. Then we got another foot. We got part of a beak. And we got, looks like another foot. Maybe it's so that we can layer the foot. I don't know. But here's our foot with the leg. I don't know, guys. Now I want to get this off my mat because I don't want anything in the way of the paper sticking or the blade cutting. So, all right. So this one is green. So we're just going to do... Yeah, I think this is like Concord knife. This isn't thick enough to be pink and mean. Is that the only green I put over here? I thought I had a lighter green. Sorry about the way my sweatshirt looks, guys, but that's what I got. All right. This is not very big, so I'm just going to cut me. I'm not even going to measure. Just going to say, okay. So this is for the green. This is for the flower, the leaves behind the flower. Actually, this might be 110. All right, let's use our little thingamajigger here and make sure it's down real good. See that I'm starting to lose a little bit of the stick. I can see it. My paper's not wanting to adhere completely. So we're going to tape it down. Tape it down, tape it down. I'm going to tape it on 3 sides because I don't like how this corner is acting like it wants to lift up. So, all right. I'm going to stick with the heavy cardstock because this is thicker than this. So, I'm going to stay with heavy cardstock. And I'm going to click on that heavy cardstock, but I'm not going to do more this time like I did for the pink. I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to leave the pressure at default. And now my light is flashing. Bring our joy back over here. And we're going to feed this in. I hope I did it straight. And then hope that that is holding down good. All right, we're going to press go. Go, 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 go. Your current load is complete. I don't get that at all. It did not cut. It did not do that. It said it cut it. It did not cut it. Let's try this again. You guys saw that, right? You saw what it did. It said it was complete, that it cut, but it didn't. Measuring length. Go. Okay, there we go. We're cutting this time. Good deal. Okay, now unload it. Ooh, that scared me, guys. I think projects like this are going to take intermissions. I'm like needing something to drink over here. I'm butchering that piece of mint tape. All right, there we go. That's the green. Now we need some more pink for the flower, which I'm going to use the same pink. Some flowers in your hair. If you're going to San Francisco, be sure to wear some flowers in your hair. I don't know why all of a sudden I got glue things. All right. And this is going to cut out a little flower. Tape, Linda. Tape, tape, tape. All right. We're going to put this tape here like that. On the safe side, we're going to do this corner. Because last time it kept looking like it wanted to lift up. And then we'll do this corner. Actually, I don't want it to come, well, there. All right, just get that corner good. All right. Heavy cardstock. I clicked on heavy cardstock already. Light is flashing. And let's go. It's measuring material length, which you guys can read it, right? And go. Go, 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 go. Please, paper, stay put. It says it's cutting. All right, there we go. We're cutting our flower. And unload. I'm like, I don't know how many more. I forgot how many mats there are altogether. It's like, wow. There's an awful lot for one die cut. It's an awful lot of pieces. All right, tape. Come on. Come off of there. There we go. Get that tape off of there. Take this piece of tape off. And take this piece of tape off. Oh no, go back. If you're going to San Fran. So, It didn't take much at all. We got that's for the back of the flower. And then this is going to be the tricky piece. That is not part of the flower. That's the inside that got cut out. So get rid of that piece. Get rid of this piece so I don't get confused. This piece is going to go on here, and it's going to make us a beautiful flower. It's going to make it cute. All right, now we need black. No, gray. Oh, did I bring gray over here? No, so guess what we're going to do? Guess what we're going to do, guys? It's just a little piece. So we're just going to take this cardstock right here. And we're going to cut it right here. Because it's just a little piece for the eyeballs. So we got to color it gray, though. We got to color them gray. Okay, so put that down. Because I'm a scaredy pants person with this, I'm taping it. If you're going to San Francisco. Now I got that song in my head. Be sure to wear some flowers in your hair. All right, and this is not heavy cardstock, so we're going to go all materials and medium cardstock. Light is flashing. That means we're good to go. And we're loading it in. Measuring, measuring, measuring. Go. Go, 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 go. It's chilly in here. And unload. I'm taking that excess tape off while it's on the mat because I don't want to be playing with it. I don't want it stuck on my mat, hindering my cuts. Come on, get off there. And then now it's calling for the black, which I have black cardstock here somewhere. But I don't know right this off the bat where I put the black cardstock. So we're just going to use the white. And again, it's not requiring a very big piece. So actually, see, this is where I wish I could see that better. I'm pretty sure that it's under an inch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it is. So this piece should be plenty big enough for it. It's almost by 2. Should be big enough to cut that out. Okay. And we're going to tape it. Because that corner, I don't like that corner. We're going to tape that corner down. And then we're going to tape this corner down. Just to be on the safe side. And fingers crossed, nothing happens while we do this. All right, we're going to go all materials, medium cardstock, lights flashing, load it. Press go. Unload it. Now we need orange, so we need the bottom of the beak. Boy, this is a lot of pieces. A lot of pieces, guys. All right, this one's a little bit bigger than an inch, but not quite 2. Maybe 1. Let's see. It's about the same size as this. Will this cut out like that? Oh, yeah. There we go. So we're just going to take this piece we just used and turn it this way. And we're going to cut on that. So. All right. I'm only going to tape that side, because it's a really small piece, so we should be okay. This is where I probably mess up when I don't do that. Medium cardstock, light flashing, load up. And go. I need to check my battery. What's going on with my battery? All right, we're still at 53%. We're still okay. Oh, see, I wasn't paying attention, and it moved, and I didn't tape it down right, and it moved on me. Unload it. It moved. I was looking at the battery. I wasn't looking at the thing, and it moved, and it didn't cut out all the way. Didn't cut out correctly. So let's... No, go back. It didn't cut it out, guys, correctly, and it's telling me that it's finished. It's not finished. I shouldn't have unloaded it. You got to, though. Make it again. So we're going to go all the way to the last one that we didn't cut out correctly, which is that piece. We're going to get us another piece of cardstock here. Remember I said if I didn't tape it correctly, it was going to mess up on me our very last piece that we needed cut. All right, we're going to put this on here like that. We're going to tape this puppy down. We're going to tape it right here. Because I'm telling you, these mats don't stay sticky very long. They're kind of annoying with... It's kind of annoying that they don't stay sticky long. That should hold it. But just to be on the safe side, I'm going to do it right here too. Come on, come up here. All right. Medium cardstock, very good. And just go in and... All right, this time pay attention to the paper, Linda. Don't look anywhere else, because you may need to pause it. Go. Unload. Okay. And now we are done cutting all that. Say yes. I'm sure I want to exit this. Yes. Close the joy. Unplug it because we're done with it. Move it out of the way. Move all this stuff we're not using out of the way. All right. This is our last piece. This was orange. Orange you glad. Take that off. And that's part of our beak. It's supposed to be darker orange, darker than the beak itself, I guess. I don't know. Like shading reasons, maybe. Let's put the thing back on here. Now, this is where it gets real tedious, because this is where I got to start figuring out how to put this duck together. So we're done with that. Get out of there. Get out of there. Let's make sure our project is saved. Click the little save button. Click save. Just to make sure that no changes were made. And then close out the Cricut. And open up my chat again so I can see if anybody's chit-chatting. There we go. There we go. All right. Now, I should have left Cricut open so I can look and figure out what these pieces are. All right. I know that this is gray and this needs to be black. And these all need to be yellow and orange. So they're going to be mustard seed. I think everything else is the correct colors. So let's get a black marker. Where's my N6? Right there. A gray marker. And then we're going to use mustard seed, if I can find it. Where is it? Please be on top. There we go. We use mustard seed for the beak and the feet. Okay, so. All right, we're going to use N6. Just color that in. That's how we're making our cardstock the color we want it. And you don't have the color, it's okay. Just color your cardstock. There you go. So we got the gray. Now we need the black. Got a little bit of tape on there still. That off of there. I'm going to color these black. And do. Okay. Nice and dark. I could have done that with an even lighter gray, but I didn't. All right, now. Somehow, these eyes. Okay. So these little pieces right here, I don't know if you can even see them now. These little pieces, those are the eyes. So we're going to put these eyes together before we do anything. All these little pieces. These are our little pieces. So let's put them together. We're going to get some glue. And I'm going to put the glue right here and right here. The first one is going to go just like this. So you got to have that white showing. And I'm going to put the other one on. Just like that. I'm going to line it up even with it. There we go. And then we're going to put our eyes on. The black part. But you could have made these blue. But we gave them gray just because that's what they had in there. And we're just going to line these up right here like this. And then we'll take, what did I do with it? Why do I always lose everything? I put it away because it was in the way, and now, oh, here. No, that's not it. That's not it either. Oh, no, guys. Okay, I'm ready for some coffee. Here we go. I'm just going to put a little twinkle in his eye, because I just think the eyes are cuter when they got a little twinkle in them. Little twinkle, twinkle, twinkle. There's his little eyeballs. So there's the eyeballs for a duck. I'm going to make another one of these, but I'm not going to do it on camera. But, because there's... If anybody comes for Easter, I want to make sure I have the matching, because that way nobody can get jealous of anybody else. All right. Let's do some ink blending here. I'm trying to think where my yellow dauber is, because a dauber would be easier to work with these. But I don't know, so use mustard seed. I'm pretty sure this is my mustard seed brush. It's been so long since I used the brush. Or the ink for that matter. But all right. So I'm just going to come in and ink blend all my pieces here. Get it nice and... You know what? I need silicone. I don't feel like pulling out my white one because I got it over there needing to be washed. So let's put this down. That might help us a little. Alright, we got one that goes that way, one that goes this way. And I think these just lay over the top of them. That's what I think. I think it's just to give it extra thickness because they've got wings and only 2 feet. So, yeah. And then this piece here. There we go. What's the matter, Trixie? Has Mommy been at the table too long for your liking? There we go. So that silicone mat's definitely helping. Remember, this one was darker. I guess it's because you're going to see the beaks through it. So, going to make this one quite a bit darker. And then when you go through it that way, you get the little beak. Uh-oh, where did I put the eyes? There they are. There's a, here a foot, there a foot, everywhere a foot, foot. Oh, what? Trixie? What? Huh? Well, you can get down. You got a way to get down. You do this every time I'm on here trying to craft. Whether I'm on live or... And she's woken up now. It's like, uh-oh, it's Trixie time. Time for walks and all that stuff. She's woke up. It's morning routine time, huh? No more crafting, Mama. You've been on there for 2 hours. I feel like I've been on here for 2 hours. I think I have. All right. Let's see if we can get this duck put together before she has a complete meltdown on me. don't know how to put this together other than that. Okay. Okay, let's put the flower together. See how the flower goes. All right, it goes like that. So, I'm going to take this glue. Oh, that lag is bad, bad, bad. It's just showing you the eyeballs. And I'm already gluing the flower together. Wow, the lag is bad. Okay, so there's the flower. And the flower goes on the leaves. And it goes right there, just like that. And for time's sake, I'm not going to do the ink blending and stuff, but it would look better if you went along and like, oh, heck, where is the eucalyptus ink color? Here we go. We got Concord and 9th Eucalyptus, because I want you guys to see how it like looks better when you kind of ink it up a little. I'm not going to say anything to her. She's being silly over there. She's being very silly. All right, I don't know. Okay, I'm looking at the way this cut to see which side should be the... Well, it doesn't matter. It'll matter when I line it up on here. That's when this will matter. All right, so first thing I'm going to do... I don't know what this one goes to. I guess it goes right there. I guess we're just going to keep stacking and stacking. That's kind of crazy. Why 3 stacks? I don't think it needs to be 3 stacks. Well, we're going to do it because it required it. So we're going to put all 3, we're going to stack them up. I guess the dimension matter makes a difference in the die. I don't know. We're going to stack that one up. We're going to put that like that. Now we're going to put our eggshell on. Boy, she's over there having a field day. Playing on the bed. And I'm not going to say anything to her. It says she doesn't start whining. Oh, too late. She's starting to whine. Uh-oh, she's starting to do the whiny thing. All right, let's line this up. Let's put our egg on. Our little cracked egg. Our little hatchling. It's going to be adorable, guys. It's going to be so cute. I really should do some pink on here, guys. I'm sorry. Got to do the pink. Where is... That's Tutti Frutti. I don't want Tutti Frutti. I want Party Dress. Just kind of do the edges a little of the egg. You're not going to see all this in the pink. You'll see this, and you'll see this when we're done, but you won't see this. This will be yellow. So I'm not going to ink that. And I shoulda, coulda, woulda inked it here. Now my duck's getting pink on them. Should have done this before, Linda. I mean, you can't, it's not like real visible, but it's faintly visible. All right. Just gives it that little bit of oomph that it needs. All right. Now we're going to put this little guy's head down. Well, actually, the most tedious part of this whole thing was the cutting. Because now that I'm looking at it, it's really not that hard to put together. It's just getting it all cut out. As long as you know what's what. Alright, and now we're going to put this down. We're going to line it up here. Look up here, make sure we got it all lined up. And we do. Oh my gosh, our ducky's coming together, guys. Let's do our little duck feet. Did I sing my good morning song to you? I don't think I did this morning. Good morning, good morning. I didn't sing that to y'all today. Let's put this down, hide the pink, and just show the yellow. There we go. Let's do the other one. Now, this is an access image, guys, and I just happened to get another really good. I have access for 1 month for really good $1. So I'm going to do it and show you guys all this stuff. Maybe one day Cricut will pick me up and let me. Yeah, right, Linda. Okay, let's put the other foot on. It gives it that dimension. And then we'll put this foot on. Uh-oh, did I do the wrong foot on the wrong side? Well, it's going to have to be okay, because guess what? That's just going to have to be okay. All right, now we're going to put her flower in her hair, and then we'll give her the eyes and the beaks, and then we'll see it all come together. So this goes right here like that. Just like that. Then we're going to glue these two together. Now this is where we got to figure this one out here, guys. Let's glue that together. Oh my gosh, our duck is going to be adorable, guys. Cute, cute, cute. All right. I'm going to take this piece here, and I'm going to try to imagine an imaginary line right here where see where the cheek peaks? See where it puffs out right there? So I'm imagination that is about where the beak should be right there. Oh, it's coming to life. Now we're going to put the eyes on. The droopy eyes. The adorable droopy eyes, guys. Oh my God, imagine. Oh, I should look and see what it looks like with googly eyes, but look at this. This is where it comes to life, y'all. Oh my goodness, isn't it adorable? Isn't that duck too cute? Suzanne, Jay, if you're watching this, I want to do this stuff with the girls. You got to bring them around so I can do this stuff with them. Look at this. How freaking adorable is this? How stinking cute. It's going to hide our pocket, but that's okay because it just needs to go on here. So we're just going to put glue right here. There's a pocket on the other side. We're not going to worry about whether this covers the pocket or not. It's going to make the pocket unusable, and it's okay. Look at this. Oh my goodness. How stinking cute is that, guys? And that is today's project. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. Remember, you can always stop, pause, rewind these videos once they're on replay if you need these instructions that I gave you guys. I'm going to hold this like this so that you can screenshot if you want the directions on all the scoring and everything for the 12 by 12 and stuff to make the box. This is for the box. The 2 half hexagons for the pocket. The fold in half for the handle. It tells you all right here. All your measurements. Take a screenshot if you want to do it. Okay. And you can replay the video and all that good stuff. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave me a comment and let me know. Give me some thumbs up, guys. All right. I hope you enjoyed that. There's our Easter boxes made. So I cut this rabbit out of the joy too, guys. So, but there we go. There's our little Easter boxes. All right. I hope you enjoyed that. Have a great day. So long, farewell, la 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 la.